Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning coffee. Dun, 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 dun. Hello. I don't know what episode this is. I wanted to show off my new, very trendy dressing gown here. Check this out. Can't do a twizzle. Look at that. Whoa. Some pocket action. Bit of that. How's it going? That's it. Look at that. Look at those shoulder pads. Shoulder pads. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to take it off because it's really hot. But I thought you'd appreciate. It's like at one of those wrestling, in the turn up to wrestle. You get a free strip show. There we are. Bloody hell, it's hot. Good morning. Good morning. There's a nice chunk of people in here. We got Andy for the low price of $7.50. For the look at the state. The low price of $34.99. I was so shook off that I purchased it. I was in Warhammer World yesterday, and I may have been in a silly, quirky mood, as I usually am, and I saw it and went, that is appalling, and I do tend to buy things on their appalling merits, so I thought, look at that. So I purchased it, took the tag off, and wore it out the shop, stating it's my new pulling jacket. I'm going to go out on the town in this. I think it's actually very soft. It's also quite nice, but I do seem to buy things that make me chuckle, so that's a good thing. Got guinea pigs around, got a bunny in the house. I may attempt to get Bunny. see how she reacts to being flaunted on camera, but I will save that till the end. It won't be a mega long it's from the hood. It won't be a mega long show, as half-hour max. So you also don't need to worry about me going on and on, because straight after this, I will be going to Bosworth. I don't know what the day is called. Bosworth Medieval Day or something. They're having a Wars of the Roses themed day with some battle reenactments and all sorts of shenanigans. I'm going with Fenris Games, who's in my garden at the moment and also in the chat. So, and we're going to meet. I don't know if Lil's in the chat this morning or if she's getting ready. Meeting Lil there. Where are we up? No, she hasn't said hello. Hasn't said hello. She must be getting ready. Oh, Ratty's sister is at Bosworth. Hey, now I need to find her. Who's Ratty's sister? So I'll be getting all Wars of the Roses inspired. Morning, Darcy. Don't normally see you here. Hello there. And morning, everyone else. Look at that. I've got loads of people now. Look at this. I've got to say stuff. I've got minis to show off. I'm in a good mood, even though I bought a GW dressing gown. Carol had a good joke there. It will be obsolete in 3 months, the new Primaris dressing gown. Daniel wants to play Wars of the Roses video game to listen to Brian Blessed shouting. Yes, I know I'm going to get the Wars of the Roses gaming bug. I'm very gaming bugged at the moment, because I do really like the Wars of the Roses. And I will get inspired because I know there's some women reenactors there, but because of the historical line, there's not really. I said earlier to Fenris that they made women illegal in the Wars of the Roses, so there aren't really any fighters that I know of. If there's anyone you can recommend, there's obviously Margaret of Anjou, and some more sort of like civilian-y types. So I don't know if that's what people would be interested in, because I do really want to do some Wars of the Roses, and I am tempted. It's one where it's like I'm tempted to do women Wars of the Roses fighters, because I can do like I did with Jean de Clisson, where it's a cool enough figure that fits for historical, but also works really well for the fantasy crowd, because you've got to max out those sales possibilities. Lying rampant with a simple set of rules. It would, yep, it would. So you have more civilians. I'm quite pumped by Squiddo at the moment. Weirdly, I've had a very intensive week. It's probably why I'm supercharged now. Who was it? I'm going to get the quote. I'm going to get the quote. It's a quote by Queen Victoria that I very much align to, but I'll make sure I get it right. Queen Victoria quote. This is me in a nutshell. Where is she? She said in the past, great events make me quiet and calm. It is only trifles that irritate my nerves. So, yes. So I've been doing mega task and in sort of not panic mode, but I've got lots going on. But I've been given mega tasks that it's all admin, it's all paperwork, and I've just been like one track like shring. Oh, I didn't know that was you, Jasper. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yay. Oh, I didn't realise. Oh, I'll come again. Enjoy Jasper's stream. You can try linking it. It might auto block it, but if not, I can link to your Twitch. Yeah, it just so happened to be about, yay, Shark Dog. And I went, oh, nice, it's on. So yeah, I popped in. Mum was there as well, because I was going, oh, look, Mum, he's painting. Oh, it's awesome, thank you. So what was I saying? Queen Victoria. Yes, so there's not been much to report on things Annie's been doing, because they're all very behind the scenes. I think I mentioned that I've been from what's it called? Lard Day last week. I was very inspired to actually play games. I haven't played any yet, but it's got me on a track to sorting out the bad Squiddo game. So those wheels are in. There's lots of wheels in motion this week, and yeah, it's been a very heavy week of doing lots of non-exciting things that you imagine running a game company. You get to just sort of go models, yay! It's been doing the that side of things, but I'm actually very good at it. And I know long-term fans will have no doubt that I know some people will be like, how does that woman even run a business? She's always just sort of like, oh, business by accident. But I'm very good. I'm very good at the business side of things. So I'm very one-track minded. So that's been my focus this week, is just being businesswoman and spreadsheets and all that mullamuck, figuring out stuff. I taught myself a few cool things as well. So it's like, yes. It's all things that will make themselves clear in the future, but can't really talk about at the moment. But that's been the non-exciting current side at Squid, but that's all going ace. I'm still invigorated from guinea pigs. They're always drinking. Still invigorated from the Lard Day on Saturday, and playing a bunch of games. I almost started painting a miniature yesterday. I was so close. But then I got a message from a friend who was going to Warhammer World and went, do you want to come along? I went, yeah, let's do that, because social is also good. But it means I'm close to painting something. I might even play something. Dave waits till the show's on and then does the loudest drinking ever. What was the miniature? I hadn't decided, so it wasn't that close. I was in my living room looking at the stuff going, what shall I paint? And then I went, oh, a message. Escape. I hadn't decided, because I was going to paint one miniature, because that works when I need a bit of that sort of dopamine of, let's do one thing, complete it, and be happy, rather than start something massive. So I'll do sort of one at a time occasionally. So I was pondering what I was going to paint. I saw some old Space Marine, someone I follow on Instagram, and I saw that, and it made me in a bit of an old hammer thing. Then I talked this guy's ear off at Warhammer World yesterday about old hammer, which I don't think is what they want, because they can't sell it. But he was actually quite infused. And it was funny because he was mentioning all these people that I work with. Basically like, oh, and that person's a hero, and that, oh my God, yeah, I might know him. So that's kind of funny. And I got to watch a game of 40k yesterday. I don't think I'm going to get into 40k, but it's nice being not in them that I can just sort of wander to Warhammer World and see what's up. And a lot of people, I got several messages going, I recognized you, but I didn't say anything. And then when I get there, I'll see people kind of look at me and I'm like, is it because I look weird or is it somebody recognized me? But I don't want to walk over and be like, yes, that is me, Bad Squiddo Games. So if ever you do see me in the wild, come say hello because I am actually nice. And if I'm looking strange, it's because I'm like, oh no, people. So I've peopled good. So yesterday I'm going to meet John Martin, who's one of the Baggies cavers as well. He works there, so I'm going to go see him. I believe it's his fault that there's a bit of wargaming at Bosworth. Was it Heritage Centre? Because I went there a few years ago and went, there's wargaming here. How peculiar! And it all makes sense now. Andrea's amazed at people who can paint one mini in singular. Yeah, it's because it's that like. Just get it done because I've got a bad habit of getting things sort of 80% done and then disappearing. So the guinea pig going wild in the little guinea pig forest there. I have two extra guinea pigs, and one bunny here this week, and they're in the other room. But yeah, I might fetch Bunny at the end. I think she might find it acceptable. She does like a good stroke. She's very fluffy. I was giving her some good strokes yesterday. Yeah, I do when I'm properly painting. I like to do a little batch on the go. But because I'm so out the habit, I just want to get the result and then be able to go, I did it. As Daniel says, it is I, internet superstar and best-selling miniature creator, Bad Squiddo. Bow down before thy queen. That is exactly it. That's how I enter a room. I think I mentioned one of my anxiety battling techniques a while ago, but for the new viewers, I'll mention it again because it's amazing. I can't remember where I heard it, but it was if you walk, because I get very nervous when it's like walking into places where there's lots of people. So Warhammer World, they've got the big gaming centre, and it's all like large pubs and stuff like that. I'm always like, oh. And it was pretend that you're wearing a cape. And you walk differently because you've got a cape on. So if ever you see me strutting around, it's because I've got my invisible cape. Although now I've got my ultramarines dressing gown, I'll physically have it because I'll just have that swooshing about. But yeah, pretend you've got a cape on and it's sorted. I don't have a coffee today because I had one just before, but I have a nice orange juice. I'm sure plenty of coffees will happen today. I'm very excited. I get to go out. In the wild, out to deploy the ultra gown. Yes, it's going to be called the ultra gown now. Yeah, I've been trying to do things that just kind of inspire me, even if it's not directly. You know, like I'm not going with the intent to come back and do a Wars of the Roses theme thing, but it's just that general inspiration. And because of, obviously, because it's a lot of what we do is historical, it seems some just historical pizzazz. They're doing a reenactment of Towton at Bosworth, but so it's a bit strange. But I've never seen a Towton reenactment, so hopefully it will be just as bloody with lots of blood capsules everywhere and some fake snow. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll be very let down if it's not. Did you notice the thumbnail? There were some bunnies, which nobody's seen before. I snuck them into the thumbnail. They are my bunnies. I can show you that photograph. I know I keep teasing things that aren't out yet. I think I'm going to do a little bundle of releases on Friday. I'll find them on my phone now. Here's a preview of Bunny. So last night I was repotting. Oh, look, see me in the reflection. Woo. At 11 o'clock last night, I decided to repot a plant. And there was my view. And you can see little Bunny in the background going, what are you doing? Yeah. Oh, Pandemonium and talks about coming up for the weekend. Yes, let me know. Anyone let me know if you're at Warhammer World, because it's so easy to get to. That if I'm not doing anything, I'll always pop over and say hello. What? The Towton battle's on early? No. I've got to look now. I didn't think so. It's not that far. I am running straight after this. Now I'm going to look. Now you're going to have to put up with me just looking at the thing. Can't be on that early. 1% of the population died in that battle. It was crazy. Oh well. Sunday program. No, it's it's 10:30. No, I didn't know that. I missed that when I was looking at the thing. Best not go now then. Okay. Oh, how did I miss that? Hang on, I'm just looking now. Watch Annie look at a thing. Well, I can't see. I can't see it on the doll. Oh, page 2 of 2. What? Oh no, it's 11 o'clock. Oh, but for 30 minutes. So it might not see that. The DIY Battle of Bosworth. Oh, Battle of Bosworth is at 4. So at least I'll see the Battle of Bosworth. Live stream you running to it. Yeah, I'll make that. Okay, I'll miss Towton, but didn't want to miss the show. See? Yeah. Yeah, by the time I get my crap together after the show, I'm not going to make it for 11. Got to sort the pigs out as well. They'll run off. Pigs are all very stationary at the moment, but okay. So I won't see. But it means that in my mind, they have fake snow and fake blood and Tic Tacs. So it's that, oh, Snurg's in here. Ah, I see. I've lured him out with painted pictures of his stuff. Let me show you them. So the new animals have been painted by Mr. Andrew Taylor, and they are absolutely. Jez said, "I bet anyone who missed the actual battle didn't mind. Good day to sleep in. Definitely is." Where are we? Andrew Taylor. I should organise this stuff better, but just have to look through my messages. Where is Andrew Taylor? Andrew Taylor. No. There he is. So, sorry for that. And then do a rotate. Rotate. So it's a very exciting show. Anyone who's who's new to the show is like, oh, this is great. She just looks at her phone and mumbles. I only do that half of the time. Rotate. Why, telephone? Why you do this to me? Auto rotate. Hey, there we are. So in case you didn't pay much attention to the thumbnail, these are the painted bunnies sculpted by Mr. Snurg in the comments there. They're on 25mm for scale ref. That bunny there is kind of like the size of one of the Freya's Wildcats. So they're big. They're big lop bunnies, because also we have our teeny bunnies, also sculpted by Joe. Those paint jobs are lovely. Also have the moon gazer one. It's a very polite bunny, that one. Look. That would be lovely for a little diorama, wouldn't it? We have, can't see as clear because they're small. Pigs 2, guinea pigs pack 2. Look at that Peruvian beauty there. I even got one doing a giraffe. You know, I like making my pigs giraffe. Oh, little pig. Look at that fluffy pig. You know, fluffy pig. So yeah, we've got lots of fluffy pigs in this. That one looks like my old Moogle there. That's no pig, it's a possessed wig. So that's pigs 2. And the other pack, rotate, is the alpacas. Look at them, Joe. There they are. Oh, look at those plants. Look at that plant goodness in the reflection. So that's a little family of alpacas. I like that. I got one doing a loaf. Doing a little loaf. Because it's in reverse, they're in flip. Because I just thought, hang on, the baby alpaca was on the other side. No, it's because the thing's in the mirror before Joe goes, what? They're assembled wrong. No, it's in reverse. It's a loaf. Who else has got alpaca? Don't look it up. Who else has got alpacas in a loaf? Nobody. That's what you get here. So I think I might release them next week, actually. I might be nice to you. So I do have a bit of a backlog of releases. And they're lovely. Aren't they lovely? Rex says, alpacas, corgis, pigs, water bears. Who needs any other mini companies? Me, I need all the other ones as well. Yes. We'll try and get more. What should we get Snurg to sculpt next? I've got some ideas. I don't want to say it out loud. I will say it out loud because he's here, actually, because it'll it'll get me to do it. I want to get a little, almost like a bit like with the wildlife critters, where they're on stuff. I want to do a circle. What do I want to do? Guinea pigs. Raccoons. I'm going to do a trash animals pack of raccoons and possums, sort of going, "Arr!" and but also with little bins. I think that would be nicer than just them by themselves. What do you think? But yeah, it's awesome. Thank you, Joe, for sculpting me some lovely critters that are almost as nice as the real thing. Sponge is asleep, and when they're asleep, they just kind of sway, but then their ears sort of do this occasionally. So you see the little ear flick. Because sometimes they sleep like this. And you think that they're dead. You're like, that's not an alive pig. And then you see the ear flick. And then you know they're alive. What have we got? There is never enough alpaca loaves. I'm ignoring Pandemonium's joke there because that's appalling. I think that just decreased my lifespan somewhat. So, Beer Festival Orange. Oh, I might even get a beer at Bosworth Day. Oh, I can't believe I'm missing Talon. When I looked, the only thing I thought I missed was something like finger painting, and I thought I could do that at home. Sharky can confirm Battlefield is not covered in fake snow. Are you there? Or do you know somebody who's there? I may have missed it. I think you mentioned something about your sister earlier on, I think. Oh. What minis have we got? I've got a few minis. I did a little live on the Facebook page. So I've got more of the upcoming, but also one of the existing painted by Amy. I need to get some proper photos put up. Look at that. That's already out. That's the nature elemental. It looks wicked. Keeping to paint one myself and put loads of tufts on it. This isn't having tufts because it's for the box art. I don't want people to think you get tufts. Daniel says, giant alpacas. Actually, they're real sized alpacas. My animals are a bit like that in scale. The capybara, fun fact, is so big because it's originally supposed to be a mount. And that's still going to happen when I remember. We have this guy who restores called Squeaky. It's also not out yet, but lovely. So yeah, Amy's been painting a bunch of stuff for me at the moment. Oh, nice. Sharky's group has lots of lady fighters if you fancy learning the ways. Yes, I'll just be in awe. Be in awe of them all. I'll go all shy. Go all shy. We've got some bases. They're scenic bases. This doesn't quite show on this, but they've got a very dark, glowy, just to sort of show the sculpt off, which is really nice. So they can be scenic bases or bits of scenery to put about. So I've got some of that. And I think I'll release some more of the Ristall's gubbins next week as well. These aren't from Ristall. They are, I forgot who sculpted them, but I will add that onto there. But I've got these. I've had these a while. I've only just got them painted because I've been rubbish. But I've got things like the masks from Ristall as well, which are super lovely. I've got another box of stuff there. Oh. Yes, send me some Wars of the Roses, people. Email me them. Death by Bunny. That's what we want. Yes, I have lots of really cool stuff on the go. I know I don't have tons of direct squid information. What else has happened this week? Yes, some progress with game, which has got me very excited. Largely behind the scenes sort of progress, which you can't see, but you can see the results because I'm nice and chirpy. Feeling excited. Got lots of pizzazz going for Squiddo, which is ace. Oh, what other bits have we got? Got some box sets that we're working on. I've said too much. Box sets. I was considering playing Sword and Spear again. because I think I'm inheriting some stuff from Mike Hobbs, bless him, and that includes the 10 mil stuff that we used to play fantasy sword and spear. So I'm gonna try get some poor sap to play sword and spear with me in 10 mil. Sort of reminisce-a-thon, because I really liked that. I used to play it a fair bit in Cardiff with Mr. Mike Hobbs, and no one else I found plays it. So if I've got some little bits, that'll be something to play with. I want to get playing things and get a nice bit of mojo back. All right, do I have any meetings next week? No. What am I doing? I think I'm just doing more paperwork next week, and that's not what you want from a live show. See, I'm doing crazy stuff. I'm climbing mountains to look up the remains of an old queen. Release the elementals. You want to buy them, don't you? I'll release them for you, Sharky. Release the elementals. I need to look at the other companies have proper release schedules. I just have a pile of stuff and go, I should probably get that out. But then sometimes I release too much at once and then it drowns the other releases. So, but who knows? I'll put some more out. I might release the elementals just for you, or I'll put 2 out, 2 pre-orders. Kickstarter news: the pens are being cast. The tree pen, for anyone at back that. The next project, as I've said for a little while, so I said I wasn't going to do a Kickstarter until I did caught up with community minis, which is still true. That is my next. It is my next priority. Did I show you Sculpts last week? I can't remember if I did. But yeah, I'm not doing a Kickstarter till I've done community minis. And I said this at the start of the year, obviously other than the tree, because the tree was a separate thing. But September nearly, what's going on? Which just means I need to hurry up. So I have had a few moments this week where I've almost gone into full community minis. So I think once I've got a few other bits sorted, I'm going to plow through that and get these sorted. Especially as I did cheat and get some sculpts commissioned before that. Show us again, says Darcy. Okay. Oh, I did show you, but I can show you again. There's a few more people than last week as well. So the next is some random sculpts. Sometimes I can jump the queue of a sculptor if it's something fun. So this is from Alan Marsh. It's a pack of 3 of the guys who were doing the I can't remember if they were doing a rehearsal or a play, but they were dressed in very frilly dresses, playing female parts. When the Luftwaffe came over, so they had to run and man the naval guns. So there's some very fun pictures of blokes in their big helmets and frilly pink dresses, sort of going to the battle stations. If I make them so they're quite usable for a number of things, it'd be quite fun. So you can't quite see just because they're bad photos from sculptors. They always take bad photos. So he's got a cap on, big jacket, and he's going, oh Lord. That guy's having a cigarette there. Like that. He looks a bit like Sydney Roundwood, doesn't he? I might have to post that to him. And then there's another one just going, bollocks, and sort of running for cover. So I'm looking forward to that. I think once they're painted, they'll look really nice. Oh, bollocks. That's what you want. So they're just some fun ones. I will show you something Shane's been up to. It'll be a little while, but let me just bring that up for you. Where's Shane? There's a pirate that I'm very excited about. There's a few bits from Shane. So he's the one that does a lot of sort of random things. He's done a lot of the fantasy work. So upcoming, I love this. I think this is going to be Pirate Annie. It wasn't intentionally Pirate Annie, but it's everything that I wear. It is very much a Pirate Annie. I absolutely love that mini. That is stunning. Panny. Got a few others. I won't show you them all. Tease one of them. And another seer, but look at that seer. And then you can get teas of half a mini. So there's lots in the works. So Shane's the one who just kind of gets on with it. Alan's the one who's going to be sculpting all of the community minis stuff. So soon I just need to get all the briefs to him, but it's not the briefs, because I know you might think, well, how did you get this? Because I went, right, guy running in dress, here's the photos of the gear, here are the poses. For the community minis, I want a bit more info to get them specific. And what was I saying? I also want to get artwork for them all sorted, so it will take a bit longer. And I've made it a bigger thing, you know, because I thought I had like 20 to do, and I looked, and I think it's like 6, something like 6, which is not a long time for me to get sorted. And then, of course, the money's gone over, so then we'll do the voting for the next few figures. But I wanted to get the first chunk designed, so people get an idea of how it's translating. So even if it's just the artwork but not the sculpt yet, then we can vote on some other bits, because there's some wicked ones that I want to get, that I want to vote for, basically, in the community minis. And that's a way of getting, for example, things like Random Wars of the Roses figures made, where they might not be as sort of justifiable for me to make by themselves, but to whack into there as cool characters. And then they can always be that sort of impetus to start up larger ranges of things. And I am very historically charged at the moment, so there's a lot that I want to get going with, because I've had a bit like return to roots. What are we? What was my intention at the start of this? And it's like better representation of women from history, and sci-fi and fantasy and stuff is cool, and we're going to continue doing it, and critters and bits of scenics. But I want to make sure that there's a real focus and a bit more of the whole women in history. That was a thigh slap there. Women in history. When do you want them? Now. I'm gonna attempt to grab a bunny to show you a very cute bunny, and then from bunny holding position, I will leave you all as I flee to Bosworth. But don't go anywhere. I'll go attempt to collect a bunny. We shall see. We shall see. Will we get one? Will we get a bunny? Hello. Oh, look at you. Oh, that bunny. You're a very soft bunny. Here we are. Look at this bun. Look at you. Got to turn the thing. You're very fluffy. I don't know what the pigs think of you. This is Coco the bunny. You are so fluffy. Oh, look at this. We do have 2 pigs that I might have by next week, so I might show you the pigs next week. Different pigs, normal ones. Oh, I don't want to go now. She's so soft. Oh, so soft. Look at that little nose. Little nose. Oh, she's nearly as big as those big bunnies that we've got, aren't you? I don't want to go to Bosworth. I'll take you with me. Lovely bun. Well, thank you for coming along. I shall see you next week. Are you going to nibble my hair? Is that what's going on? Look at this. I'm getting a haircut. Chill bun. Oh. Yes, send me the info. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and once we get back on with once we get back on with community minis, then I'm really excited for that, because I really enjoyed how we were doing all of the like the voting and stuff and sort of teaching each other about the different women from history and stuff, and that was ace. I just want to get it into a more regular sort of thing. All right. Bye. Bye. Thank you for coming.